Good morning. This is Angela with Dogwood Paper Art. So glad to have you with me today. We are getting ready to go into a new journal. This is a full-fledged journal, beginning to end. I don't know if we'll sew in the signature together. There's a lot of, we may sew in one signature together. Depends on if I do it just the usual 3-hole pamphlet stitch, then you guys probably know how to do that. But if I kind of decide to do a different hinging system or something like that, then I'm going to drag you along with me so you can see how I do it and what the ins and outs of it are and what the fails and misses are, as well as the success, because you know we're not going to stop till we succeed. And you know, in journals, a mistake could be the best thing that ever happened. So let me say, welcome everyone to the channel. It's so nice to have you with me, and I'm glad that you're here. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, which is a like. Hit the bell to be reminded that I have new videos if you want. It goes to your email address on your YouTube channel or on your YouTube membership, free membership or paid, either one. What else? Subscribe. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel and then hit the bell. Don't hit it, just tap on it or move the mouse over and click on the bell. So, and you are welcome to share my videos to social media sites. You just copy and paste the little down below in the description box. Usually on the right hand side, there's a little thing that says share, or it has a little share icon on it. I don't know what it looks like on your computer. You just click on that, and a little window opens, and it will give you options of where you want to share it, or sometimes it will give you the full address and you can copy and then paste that on your social media page. Anyway, like, subscribe, share. Perfect. So, today is a short video. I'm just going to go over the materials and some of the artists, digital artists that I'm going to use in mine. So, first of all, what are we making? Well, I need a place to put my favorite recipes. Recipes from my mom and my sister and my niece and my aunt and my cousins and people that I'm close to, a best friend. I have some recipes from her. I have a great recipe from an old librarian, and I want to put that in there, but I have no place to put them. They're just messed up with all my others, and I want to pull those out because they have more meaning to me. Not only are they great recipes, but they just have more meaning to me, and I want a place that I can put them and keep them safe, which also means that this journal cannot really be a gator mouth, because we don't want to have to squish it all together and ruin any recipes, recipe cards, or any old ones that might be crackly. Maybe the best thing to do if you have a really old recipe, like I have one, it's a clam chowder recipe from, I think it's from a great-grandfather. I'd have to look, but it's all old and on very fragile paper. So something like that I'm either going to handwrite in, or I'm going to scan it and put it in the favorite recipes. So with that said, we'll move on to some of the choices I could make in this journal. So let me move this out of the way. Now this is a beautiful, thick flannel fabric. And I would really love this for the spine. I think that it would make a perfect spine. And it's just beautiful. It's fluffy and it feels good. I also have some wool fabric that I may opt to, but I don't think so. I think I want to use this. There is also this one that is a favorite. Now, I could use that for the spine. I'm very drawn to it that way. I'm also drawn to making a few ruffles out of it on the sewing machine for places in the journal that maybe I want to mark desserts or breads or, you know, etc., etc. Maybe I want to mark certain places, and I would like to mark it with a not only a tab, but maybe a ruffle. So there's that option. And I also have these options. I love the farm aspect of being a human, I guess. Not the work of a farm, but just the feeling of a farm, the nostalgia that you get from thinking about having a farm and chickens and things like that. I wouldn't want the work of a farm now. Earlier in life, you betcha, I would have loved to have cows and chickens. Cows are one of my most favorite, you know, domestic type animals. Why? Well, cows have really large eyes, and they're very soft looking when they look at you. Not if they're a bull. Run. That's all I could say. Or don't run. I don't know. I ran and it chased. I don't like it. But cows and calves. Oh, my heart sings. But cows have these big eyes. And on top of these big eyelids are these beautiful long lashes. And they look at you with such soft eyes. It's like, I know I could talk to a cow because they'd know what I was saying or something, you know. So this little booklet, journal, is probably going to have cows in it because I love them. So probably not the tractor. This reminds me of work. I like work, but I prefer to be journal making. I love pigs, but they don't make my heart sing. I think of Aunt Verna's pigs. Josephine, do you remember Aunt Verna's pigs? We went into the pig pen and we weren't supposed to because it had the big hogs in it at Aunt Verna's. Do you remember we lost our shoes in the mud? We did that a couple times. Once on our way to First Communion, they let us walk. Why did they let us walk? They knew we always got in trouble. And we went through the field and our pretty white shoes got stuck in the mud. Oh well, such is the life. So I'm Josephine's aunt, by the way, and we were always up to something. So there's that. Now the other thing I thought about was this fabric. Now I won't use all of these fabrics in this, but look at this. Wouldn't that make a beautiful signature cover on the front of the baking signature? And, you know, I mean, look at these. This would be a great one on the front of the bread. And what else do we have over here? Oh, it's just kind of a repeat. But here, this is a good one for like if you have a cookie place. It wouldn't matter, you know. It doesn't have to be on the cover of a specific kind of recipe. But anyway, that's why I brought this along, because I thought, you know, this would make beautiful covers. Now my page is only this big, so it would have to be cut down, and perhaps we would have to sew it, and then maybe, you know, sew around the edge so that, or maybe sew it right on here. I don't know. We'll think about that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. There's 15 choices here on this panel. They do repeat, so it's really less than 15. But you know, there's room to use these on the signature covers, or maybe on the inside of the signature. Now the other thing I brought was this. I love this fabric. Look at it. Now if that doesn't say baking, isn't that wonderful? Cupcakes and flour and eggs and vanilla and butter. I guess that's not a cupcake. That's a little measuring cup with flour or something in it. Sugar maybe. So I do love that. So you can see I have a vast amount of fabric here. This journal is obviously going to have a fabric cover. And I'm debating that I think I want it to have a fabric spine. My reason for the fabric spine is that I want the pages to be to have them where I can, you know, have my spine at the right width to fit the things that are in this journal, so that this is not a gator mouth spine, but I want it to be a spine that holds in the recipes. And so we'll probably put a fabric spine on it, and it will be the, you know, the right width to fit the number of signatures that we have in our journals. So, you know, if you have a lot of recipes, then you might want to expand yours, you know, and then figure out the width between where you're going to sew in your signatures. I will probably hand sew in my signatures. I wanted to machine sew them in, but I think I'll hand sew them in. Oh, by the way, tell me how my mic is doing. I'm on my new mic, and I see it's working up there. It's not overworking like my old one was. So now I want to show you. Oh, before I do that, I can't forget this. Oh, look at that, lovely. I think it's Moda Fabrics. I think this would be perfect as a ruffle as well, along with any of these yellow ones, but I love this yellow and this red together. And the red has this. I don't know why I love those together, but I really do. I just adore them. And then here's this little gingham type as well. So we have a vast amount of choices for fabric, and it doesn't mean we'll use them. We may only use 2, you know, I don't know yet until I get to that area. So those are going in my working box over here. And these are just in case I decide to sew in signatures by the machine. But I don't think we're going to do that. So let's start here with our digital papers. I am going to put this up here. Nostalgic. Let me see. Where's my... I lost my paper. Well, let me just grab another one. So there. NostalgieGrafikland. NostalgieGrafikland, capital Grafikland. She is, I believe, in Germany. And this is her digital recipe kit. I love it. Absolutely. I have printed these on both sides. And I have printed them way out of order from how they came in the kit. Oh, sorry, I better come down here a little ways. But I'm just going to show them to you. We won't be able to use them all. Sorry about my stomach, it's growling. It's saying, feed me. Isn't that beautiful? I have to cut these down. We have a little different paper size. Oh, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? She did a fantastic job. Just beautiful. And I will put all the links down below in the box, in the description box. Isn't that lovely? Oh, and look at this little kid carrying an egg. Oh my gosh, little fairy. How sweet is that? This is going to take a little bit to get through all these papers. I want to give these artists their just due on it because, wowie, they deserve it. Now, she has a lot of chickens in this one, too. I would love to have chickens. My dog could not have chickens. She would be a naughty dog. So, you know, I won't be able to use all of these unless I make that a giant fabric spine. Honeybee. Oh, that'd be nice. My brother keeps bees and his son or sons. And his daughter keeps a bunch of chickens, and so does one of his sons. And his girlfriend, they keep a lot of chickens. And oh, the fresh eggs are so wonderful. Dairy farm. Farmhouse, farm fresh. Here's this one. And these. There's these. Aren't they just lovely? Just absolutely fantastic job she did. And you can see, here's that red. Oh, I love it. It just speaks farm and country and all over the world apparently. Lots of writing space on these too. I love that. Lots of places that we can put recipes. Like this could have a pocket on it or a corner, and you could just slip your recipe card in there. Fantastic. So, oh, so pretty. And we got a couple more here. Beautiful. It just amazes me. I like to do digitals as well. I don't get them out there like I should. But maybe one day. You never know. So there's that one. Let me save that in case I need it. Okay, this is from LineDotArrow. She's from the Netherlands, I believe. And I believe her name is Natalie. And she had not only a kit, but some cut-aparts here that I thought could be used. And some tags. Maybe if I turn them right side up, we can see them a little better. And she also had this here. It's a page, but I thought, you know, this could be cut apart for tags. So I did print it on a heavier paper for that reason. Now these are some of her pages. And I have done the back of these with my coffee dyed, a scanned coffee dyed paper. Very, very pretty, aren't they? They're very different from the other one, but it would be a good intermix with the two. The reason I say that is maybe we don't want cows and chickens all the way through the recipe book. Maybe in the dessert area we want to put something more like these. The kind of 50s. Here's a nice backing page, but I used it as just a page. Very, very beautiful. Here's this one again in the print on a regular copy paper. This one is printed on, you can hear the difference. This one's printed on presentation paper, matte presentation paper. And I buy it from Epson because it works in my Epson printer. Oh, look at this one. I love anything with the jars on it. I just love that. And you know, I'm just as likely to cut it out and use it as a tuck on the side of a page. So those options are available as well. Look at this one. I love this. Little girl there. Oh, how sweet. The flower with the cake. No wonder my stomach's growling. And this one. Isn't that beautiful? So that's LineDotArrow. And like I said, their names and web addresses will be down below in the description box. Let me move this stuff. Okay, now this is from, I think is it LeiLei or LeiLeiLoveDigitals? Now this one I printed out for the cards, just as extras to go in as ephemera. And she has this beautiful ephemera kit for digitals. For, yes, digital kitchen type items. 5 Roses Flower. Doiser Weil Cracker Company. I probably messed that up totally. But just some beautiful pieces that would be great for a cookbook. I printed these on the presentation paper. Some of them I printed on a little lighter paper and made them a little larger, just so they could be used as pockets or corner tucks, something like that. And some of them I just wanted bigger, just specifically for that reason. I thought this one that says notes would be a really good one for a recipe. And there's that one. It's upside down. There's that one. And these, I just thought they were great pieces for this journal. City Flour Mills. There's an extra piece of paper there. Put that over there for now. So this one, again, I'll show you her name, how it's spelled, and it will be down below in the description box. LEI, capital LEI, capital Loves, capital Digitals. Okay, and of course you know, I think her name's Stephanie from My Porch Prints. And this one is, I have lots of her digitals in here, so let me just pull out the ones and her kits are huge, huge, huge. Okay, so obviously I might have a page with tea on it, or I might use that at some other time for, maybe I want to do a tea and cookie album or something. Let me flip these around. She always has digitals that are very colorful. They come in different size ephemera pieces, like here and here. You can see that one is larger, one is smaller. And then this is some little, looks like tea canisters in different sizes, 3 different sizes. And cocoa ones and tea, also in different sizes. And different colors. And a little bigger size. Perfect pocket, isn't it? That's why these are printed out. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use all of these in this journal. I might use 1 or 2 from one. I might use a dozen from another. I just don't know quite yet how I'm going to do it. But look at these beautiful ephemera little pieces that we can make ephemera pieces out of, you know, on a pocket or something, or on a tag. Look at that. Kittens having milk. Here's this one. I love the flower bags like that. And this one. Now this is smaller teacups and some with tea. I need some tea, I think. And beautiful teacups. Now I love this one too. I would love to have one of these. I don't know why, but I would really love to have one. I have one like this. Very, very neat. And the milk caps. I have milk caps somewhere. I wonder where they are. Now this one is mostly desserts, I believe. Oh, here's this one. And there we go. This is a couple, might be 2 different kits. I don't remember. Doesn't that make you want to go to the candy shop? Ooh, it does me. Wow, I'd love to get out to a candy shop. Not that it would be good for me, but you know, there is that part of me that really loves to go get some fudge every now and then. Or some of the chocolate truffles. Oh, I love those. And here's my last one. This is by Screech Owl Studios. Now, I do know I'm going to use some of these. Sorry about that noise. Okay, so Screech Owl Studios. Okay, here we go. This is printed on the thicker presentation paper because I want to use them as tags. They'll get backed with whatever. You know, I could do back a tag with a tag so it's reversible. I love the idea of being able to use these as either tags, which she has a place to punch a hole through. I love that idea. I also love the idea of cutting them out and using them as a corner tuck. Now doesn't this go with my earlier kit ideas with the gingham on it? My work is done, says the chicken. She's laid her eggs. Oh, these are so cool. These are by Screech Owl. Screech Owl. O-W-L. Lots of ephemera. And look at recipe cards. Print and cut. Screech Owl Studios. Grocery shopping list. Oh, look at this. It can be turned into an envelope. I love this. The Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company. Grocery and tea store, corner of Spring and Crosby. Owned and occupied by Charles Dusenberry. Very cool. Household expense account. Time for shredded wheat. I love shredded wheat. Now these are printed on regular copy paper. I use a bright white, and I think it's about a 25-pound paper. So it's still a good weight, but it's easily bendable and shapeable into a journal. So I have backed these with her designs. Very pretty. These would go really good. This one was an accident. I didn't have it upside down, so it's an extra that I'm going to use just for ephemera cutting pieces. I love that she had some blank pages like this to write recipes on. And then she also has like bill of fare and weekly calendar. So, you know, if you wanted to buy her kit, you could maybe print out this page for several different areas, or maybe just for another kind of book even. I love this. And on the back I put that. Another blank one. Lined one, I should say. I love how she did this. It's very pretty. A grandpa with a grandchild milking the cow. I'm suspecting a grandpa. Another gingham in some dark brown and a light brown. Oh, how nice. Wonderful nice, wonderful nice. Milkshake. Irish coffee. Risotto. Yum. I am hungry. Beef, lamb, and pork. I'm not a lamb person. I could not do it. Nope, nope, nope. And this one. Oh, jams and jellies. Oh, Josephine, I'll have to get your recipe of the stuff you're making. so I can put it in the new book. Preserve jar labels, 5 cents. Oh my gosh, 5 cents? Expensive, huh? I'm just kidding. And this one, I love this. Now this goes with that gray fabric. Oh, cakes, tarts, and cookies. Puddings and desserts. Wow. Oh, yes. Oh, I need to fill this one out. Daily household chores. Dust, if you must. Helpful hints for the kitchen and pantry. Well, I really need to fill this one out and get some housework done. Normally I do that today, but my vacuum cleaner broke down. Yes! But it doesn't help with the having all that cat hair running around the house. Like little dust bunnies, you know how they run around. So, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that she's playing with a string here with this cat around the Kennedy's biscuits. And then, of course, this one again. But on the back will be something different. Coffee, tea, and cocoa. I could use some coffee. So anyway, that is where we are at. We are 36 minutes in. And once again, this is Screech Owl Studios. And like I said, all of these will be down below in the description box. With their, if they have a YouTube, that'll be there. If they have an Etsy, which we know they do because I bought these from Etsy, it'll be listed down below. So what else are you going to need? Well, you're going to need your regulars, which for me is sometimes a roller, pencil, scissors, bone folder, more scissors, more scissors. Sometimes I use this with my bone folder. It's just for the Cricut machine, but I use it to push my paper down. We might have to cut some pages down, so a lot of times you'll need a knife, and you will need a heavy-duty ruler for that. Need your needles and a pokey tool, or an awl, not an owl, an owl, A-W-L. And I use this to hold my pages down sometimes. The other thing you might need, if you are an inker like me, is some ink and your dauber. And since I'll be cutting fabric, I will probably use a rotary cutter, and I will probably square my fabric up with my quilting ruler. This is an Easy Rule 2, Easy Quilting. I got it at a quilt shop. I couldn't tell you where to buy one now, and that's where I got this as well. It was at my quilt shop. So you'll want to check with your local quilt shop if you're looking for any quilt type supplies. So I'm going to put that up there. The other thing you are definitely going to need are some glues. Use your favorite glue. I may try the tacky glue this time. I don't know. I need to get brave and use it. But I definitely will use my art glitter glue, my glue stick, and my Fabri-Tac. I have filled my Fabri-Tac, but I still need to refill my art glitter, and I will clean all my tips off to get ready for this project. So you want to be sure your glue is working. And what else? Oh, something to cut paper with. I did get a brand new cutting blade for mine, so it will hopefully work better now. If you're doing fabric, you'll want fabric scissors. Don't use your fabric scissors for your paper. You all know that. I could hear you guys telling me that. You know how I get. I get going. And then the other thing you might need are your, you know, corner punches. I have this crocodile corner chomper. You might have a little different kind. Maybe you'll have a small one. That's fine too. Whatever you are comfortable with using, that's what you want to use. You don't have to have the same equipment as I do. This is a hole punch and an eyelet setter. You know, I love to put eyelets on things, whether they need them or not. Let me shove these handles back up here. That's one problem I don't like. The other thing you might want is a tab punch. I have this whale tail tab punch. I didn't have to pay very much for it. I got it on eBay in a bid, and nobody else had bid on it. And then a roundy punch if we want to make thumb holes or whatever. So you might need that. And then you'll need your fabrics. If you're buying what I'm buying, don't go out and purchase yet. Wait till we decide how much we need. I can't tell you right now how much fabric I'm going to use. I don't usually buy yardage. These are usually in fat quarters. So the only one I bought yardage of, I think, was this one, because there was no fat quarter. But this one was folded up with a bunch of other ones. And then the panels, and then a lot of times I buy my pieces from Moda in the rolls like that, because I love how wide they are. So I think that's it. So starting tomorrow, a new journey begins. Your favorite recipe album. I hope you'll join me, and let me know how I'm doing. And you know, if we want to do a recipe exchange, that would be great. I have started a Facebook group, Dogwood Paper Arts. I have my page there, Dogwood Paper Arts. It's just my advertising for me page. But connected to that, pinned at the top of the page, is the link to the Facebook group. So if you'd like to become a member of that, I will be doing monthly giveaways, or digital giveaways on that. This month, as soon as I'm finished with it, will just be a little digital of recipe cards or tags. It'll be something to do with that. So there'll be only a couple of them. But that's what will be available on that page. I was going to set up a place for you to put your Etsy and all that, but I haven't done that yet. And so it's just started up yesterday or the day before, and I have one other member, and that's Martha Managrows. Thank you, Martha. And anyway, there will be a monthly freebie on it, and I'm not planning any challenges or anything like that, but like I said, on the group page, if you would like to put one of your favorite recipes, share one of them, then that would be great. That would be the place to do that, and perhaps I will share some of mine that are from my mama. And then I think what I would probably do is scan the cards and then put them in with her handwriting on them, so that they're, you know, just because I think that's romantic and wonderful history. So anyway, that's what I have for now, and I will see you tomorrow. Like, subscribe, and share. Love you guys. Bye.